a nation-divided ancient wisdom for modern discord. The United States, a beacon of democracy, finds itself grappling with profound political polarization. From heated debates on social media to partisan gridlock in Washington, the nation seems increasingly fragmented. In these turbulent times, it is instructive to turn to the wisdom of the ancients, particularly the Greek philosophers Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. These towering figures of intellectual history grappled with fundamental questions about justice, governance, and the nature of a good society. Their insights, though centuries old, offer a valuable lens through which to examine the challenges facing America today. This video explores what Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle might say about the current state of American politics. We will delve into their ideas on democracy, justice, freedom of speech, and the role of government. By examining these issues through the prism of ancient philosophy, we can gain a fresh perspective on contemporary dilemmas and perhaps find guidance for navigating the complexities of our time. The United States, founded on principles of Enlightenment thought, owes a debt to the classical tradition. The founding fathers were deeply influenced by the ideas of Greek and Roman philosophers. They saw in these ancient thinkers a blueprint for a just and prosperous society. However, the America of the 21st century is a far cry from the Athenian polis or the Roman Republic. The challenges we face are unique to our time and context. Nevertheless, the enduring wisdom of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle can still illuminate our path. Their emphasis on reason, virtue, and the common good provides a timeless framework for understanding and addressing the political divisions that plague our nation. By engaging with their ideas, we can begin to bridge the chasm of polarization and forge a more perfect union. The Gadfly of Athens on Capitol Hill, Socrates and the State of American Discourse. Socrates, the Gadfly of Athens, was known for his relentless questioning and his unwavering commitment to truth. He roamed the marketplace, engaging his fellow citizens in dialogues that challenged their assumptions and exposed the flaws in their thinking. Socrates believed that the unexamined life was not worth living, and he saw it as his duty to provoke his fellow Athenians into critical self-reflection. Were Socrates alive today, he would likely be dismayed by the state of public discourse in America. The rise of social media has created echo chambers where people are exposed only to information that confirms their existing biases. Civil discourse has given way to angry shouting matches, and reasoned debate is often drowned out by the din of partisan bickering. I would undoubtedly challenge Americans to question their own deeply held beliefs. I would urge them to engage in respectful dialogue with those who hold different views, not to score points or to silence opposition, but to arrive at a deeper understanding of the truth. The goal of political discourse should not be victory, but wisdom. Furthermore, Socrates would likely be critical of the emphasis on rhetoric over substance in modern politics. He would see through the empty slogans and the carefully crafted sound bites that often pass for political discourse. He would demand that our leaders engage in honest and thoughtful debate, grappling with the complexities of the issues facing our nation. Socrates' legacy is a call to intellectual humility and a reminder that the pursuit of truth requires constant questioning and self-examination. In an age of political polarization and social media echo chambers, his message is more relevant than ever. We must rediscover the art of civil discourse, embrace the value of critical thinking, and never shy away from asking difficult questions. A Tale of Two Cities? Plato, the student of Socrates and the teacher of Aristotle, had a profound impact on Western thought. His works on political theory, especially the Republic, provide a vision of an ideal society governed by philosopher kings. Plato's critique of democracy, which he saw as a system susceptible to demagoguery and the whims of the masses, raises important questions about the strengths and weaknesses of democratic governance in America today.
In my view, the key to a just society lies in the cultivation of virtue and wisdom among its leaders. Without these qualities, democracy can devolve into tyranny of the majority, where the loudest voices drown out reason and justice.
Plato's vision of a society led by philosopher kings may seem far-fetched in the context of modern democracy. However, his emphasis on the importance of virtuous leadership and the dangers of populism remains highly relevant. The challenge for contemporary America is to find ways to ensure that its leaders are not only elected but also guided by principles of justice and the common good. By reflecting on Plato's insights, we can better understand the potential pitfalls of our democratic system and strive to create a more just and equitable society. Aristotle's measured approach to American excess. Aristotle, the student of Plato, brought a more empirical and pragmatic approach to political philosophy. Unlike Plato, who envisioned an ideal society, Aristotle focused on the functioning of existing political systems and the ways in which they could be improved.
I believe that the key to a stable and prosperous society lies in the concept of the golden mean, a balanced approach that avoids extremes. In politics, this means finding a middle ground between the excesses of oligarchy and the chaos of mob rule.
Aristotle's emphasis on moderation and balance offers valuable lessons for contemporary American politics. In an era marked by extreme partisanship and ideological polarization, his call for a measured and pragmatic approach to governance is more important than ever. Aristotle would likely advocate for policies that promote the common good and address the needs of all citizens rather than catering to the interests of a select few. By embracing Aristotle's principles of moderation and balance, we can work towards a more inclusive and harmonious society. So tell me, what is justice in your society today?
Well, Socrates, justice today is about ensuring fairness and equality under the law. It's about protecting the rights of individuals.
Interesting. But do you believe that your legal system always achieves this ideal of fairness and equality?
Honestly, not always. There are times when the system seems to fail, and people don't get the justice they deserve.
And what do you think is the cause of these failures?
There are many factors like bias, lack of resources, and sometimes even corruption.
It seems the pursuit of justice is a complex and never-ending journey. Do you think there is a way to improve this system?
Absolutely, but it requires constant effort and vigilance from everyone in society.
The conversation between Socrates and the American citizen highlights the timeless struggle for justice. It reminds us that while our legal systems have evolved, the quest for fairness and equality remains an ongoing challenge.
In an ideal state, the rulers must be philosopher kings, wise and virtuous, leading with justice and reason.
Plato's vision of governance emphasizes wisdom and virtue, a stark contrast to the often chaotic and self-interested nature of modern politics.
Politics is the highest form of community, aiming at the highest good. It is essential for citizens to participate actively to achieve a just society.
Aristotle's belief in active citizenship underscores the importance of engagement and responsibility in the political process. The unexamined life is not worth living. We must question and seek truth to improve our society.
True justice is achieved when everyone performs their role in harmony.
Virtue lies in finding the mean between extremes. Balance and moderation are key.
These ancient ideas still resonate today. Maybe, just maybe, they can help us find common ground.
Indeed, integrating these timeless principles could foster a more constructive political discourse.
As we reflect on the wisdom of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, we see that their teachings offer valuable insights for bridging today's political divide. In these turbulent times, the timeless truths of ancient philosophers remind us of the importance of wisdom, justice, and active participation. Their insights continue to guide us towards a more harmonious and just society.